Hello everyone. I wanted to share this customer's e-bike repair experience here. And I'm sorry, I should have started at the very beginning. I was going to show diagnosis. Like when I get these bikes, a lot of different situations. A lot of it is haven't used the bike in a long time and I went to use it and it doesn't turn on. That's most of them, or something like this was this customer in particular. Let's see where's meter switch. Said he's riding. His son was riding the bike and dropped it or wrecked it. There's a little switch in the front for this one. His battery voltage read good and everything seemed good on the battery. So, sorry about the kind of random. So, instead of like diagnosing everything, so that could be the controller. Something could have popped loose in the solder on the controller. The motor could have failed. These are very notorious for failed motors. So like that's why this one, my fat tire sidecar bike is converted 15 or 2,000 watt front hub motor. This customer went with a 1,500 watt, I believe is. It says it on that. Doesn't even say on there. I believe it's a 1,500 watt, and yeah, 35 amp. He's got a 48 volt. Here's a little screen it comes with. Not too bad. Twist throttle, pedal sensor, little bag to put everything in. This current one, the controller's mounted behind the tire. There isn't a whole lot of room back there behind the tire on fat tire bikes, but we'll see if that new controller is twice as big. And we'll see if that fits there, but pretty easy. Just take the back wheel off. I've deflated the tire, and we're going to take this guard and rip it off. It's not really glued down. It's just kind of on there. Move it over to the new rim. And the new rim on this one, fortunately, came with the new cassette already on. We can go ahead and count here. I didn't even pay attention. 1, 2, 7. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 on the new one, 7 on the old one. So that's good. That's an really convenient thing because it's a huge pain to get that off of a bike that's already been ridden, especially an electric bike, because the torque of that and everything. So those can be on there pretty good. So hopefully your kit, if you're doing this and if you've ordered, try to find one that looks like it does, or in the description it says it comes with the new cassette. So I'm going to get that switched over to the new tire, put that on. The only difference I saw here as I was looking at the cassette is the wiring is on the opposite side, which shouldn't be a big deal, but duly noted. So this one, none of them will come with the brake rotor. So you'll pop the brake rotor off, get you some blue Loctite. See, got some blue Loctite over here. We'll use the blue Loctite on those. Make sure anything brake-wise has that on it. We'll get started here and show the whole process. So realistically, if you don't have the money to go, that was like a $180 kit, a little bit of shipping, so like $200 and some dollars. I told him most of the time it's about $100 and something up to $200, depending on how much these bikes give me an issue. I'm not charging them my time right now for making a video, but I just charge people very realistic or very reasonable, hourly rate for my service. The cassette is already on there. That saves us time. I'm not saying I don't buy parts. I don't sell parts. All I charge is my labor, And it's not much. I try to help out. I'm not trying to say this and like gloat or whatever about myself. I really do this to help out. I have this little four-wheeler over here trying to help out a friend's mom for grandkids. Not even going to hardly charge her much, if anything. But I just like to help out, and I don't mind doing this stuff late at night on a weekend when I guess I could be doing something else. Messing with e-bikes and motorsports and some motors is fun to me. So thanks for watching and tagging along here. If you're interested in like Sur-Ron Ultra Bee, I got some content for that. Different motorcycle repair content from customers. A lot of people like the sidecar electric bike. Look at that. The like I said, 1500 watt front hub motor, a 26x4 fat tire bike that just was a 500 watt rear hub. You'll even see this same kind of cheap manufacturer has like 4 different names on it. You'll see the double hub, like 2 500 or 2000 watt hub motors. They're still going to fail. They're still these cheap hub motors. These ones are so much better than these. They come with a better controller. I'll show you this controller once I get that box off. But yeah, like cost-wise, going back to that, like it's like $150 to $200 for me, labor-wise. And I think that's very fair because I'm gonna run all the wiring, zip tie, tuck wires, do all this, test it. You got to mess with the brake or the derailleur sometimes. And most of the time you don't just put that back tire on and it's good to go. Sometimes you do. This bike looks like it might be an easier one. So, and then that reflects on the price. If I can do this for $100 or $120, $150, it's great for me. And he's already said that's fine. Even up to $200, that's fine. Very reasonable. I feel like. If you don't feel like, let me know in the comments. And I don't know what to tell you, though. I think, I don't know. I'm just trying to do this mostly to help out, not as a business to make money. So, again, thanks for watching and tuning in to my channel that makes $0. Hope everyone's having a great night. Let me know in the comments where you're from, where you're watching from, and how you're doing tonight. Stay tuned here to get this we'll get this bike put together, shall we? I might do one of those little snap things. Alright, I wish I had a better kind of setup camera-wise. I should have just propped something up here on this little four-wheeler. But here you go. Got the wheel in there mounted. And show you here up close. Let's see if I can get focused. Alright, so I got no spacers on this side. I just put the hardware that came with it on the outside and then the nut. And on this side, I've got both of those as spacers inside and just the nut on the outside. And it just clears that. So hard to kind of show. There we go. You can just hear the derailleur a little bit. Just needs a little bit of adjusting on the derailleur to get the gears all in line, which is normal after that spacing. And here's the old controller. Little tiny guy here. Let's set it up. Oh, geez. It's like 1/4 of the size. This has XT90s, or wait, are these 60s? Yeah, XT60s, I'm sorry. XT60s, I had one inside So wiring wise, pretty simple. You just take the black and the white. I have them, I was going to solder them, but I just put them together in electrical tape for now. And make sure everything's working. And then, so red and black there, obviously, to an XT90, the, what is that then, the female? And the male end is on the base of the down tube battery. His battery does work. This works. I guess I should have showed you hooked up and everything. I don't have it hooked up now, but I'll show you here later. But it does work. I tested it. Everything's working here. So you got a green, your phase wires, your green, your blue, and your yellow. Got those connected. And then your main harness. And get that out of the way. Everything else is pretty simple. You got the throttle. So you're going to twist throttle. That leads to your controller. And your display. That'll lead you to your controller as well. There's only one way to plug those in each. They will not plug into each other. Just have a few things left here to mention, like lights, some sensors. I'm not sure. I'm sorry, I do forget what the what that would be. A lot of these are different, but some of those will be brakes, and then your brake sensors as well. Brake sensors are over here, so yeah, that'll be your brake sensors. Yeah, that's that other one. Your other handle. I don't ever use these boxes. They kind of catch fire. We'll see if I can get away. That's a cheap one, like a cheap one. We'll see if I can't get away with using, I mean, that's not fancy or nothing, but using theirs. Oh, okay. It's got this, like a more, I forget what that connector is called. Maybe I can cut that and splice that into it and possibly get that to work for the pedal assist. If not, I'll put that hideous looking one on there. It's, you know, it's not my bike, so. All right, so spacing and like derailleur and brakes, rubbing and stuff like that is normally, that's the hardest part normally. Getting this all set up. That wasn't too bad on the bike. Like I mentioned before, that is, you know, considered in the price. Yes, like a stand or something would be easier. Bicycle stands will not work like your standard bicycle stand. These are too heavy. And then also, I do flip these upside down a lot. I have just used this rail here in the garage or some other beams in the garage and just ratchet strapped them up a little bit. But if you have any more creative ideas or an actual bike rack or an actual, maybe there's an e-bike rack out there now, e-bike repair rack, let me know in the comments. Alright guys, got a lot to do here. Let's get this finished up and then we'll get testing it and be good to go. Alright, it's the next day. Went ahead and put this rear fender on for the customer. The front one, I told him to order some of these and he never did. This front bracket broke and I tried to fix it with one of these things. This is one of my old fenders I was going to give him, but we'll just put the back one on for now. He can get a front one on his own. Maybe a light. This particular kit doesn't come with a light, and it actually doesn't even have a spot for the light on the controller, which I actually like. That way the battery is only using battery for the motor and not a light that could be on all the time. Or just get yourself that kit where you can put like a light up here on your handlebars, a tail light on the back if you'd like underneath the seat. Little kits at Walmart that are USB chargeable. So that's what I would suggest. But Here's his handlebar setup. They do have, like, there are some pretty cheap grips. They're not too bad. But they're not going to be great. Same with the brake levers. Like all black, stock. They're shorter. They look cheaper, but better, I feel like. These, I don't know. Not my favorite, but I went ahead and tightened up and adjusted the brakes. I should have suggested new brake pads. You do want to put new brake pads in every season for e-bikes, just because, like, it's not a pedal bike. You're going way faster than a bike normally does and brakes way harder. Your brake pads are wearing down way faster than used to be with just bicycles. So keep that in mind. I gotta adjust the derailleur because when you put the spacing, I had to use 2 spacers there, which were needed. I put the spacing of everything just a little off, so here like just a little bit. So I'm going to hoist the bike up here, probably up, just kind of suspended up with a ratchet strap. That way to get the wheel off the ground, and then you could spin it easier and adjust your derailleur. Whether you just need to loosen that left or tighten it right. Maybe you need to pull it way tighter, fray it a little bit. Or even sometimes there is adjustability up top, which there is not. Or throughout the bike, which there is not. So, yeah, you'll just mess with that, and we should be able to get the derailleur adjusted properly. So, almost there, buddy. A little helper. He's the inspector for the business, so once I'm done, he inspects and sniffs everything, and then we're good to go. Is this one done? Is this one done yet? Nope. Not? Okay. Alright. Stay tuned. Alright, here we got it all put together. Customers on their way here. I told it our plan was to put it back there. I think it's going to get too wet, that bag, if it's ridden in the rain or too much. I just told him to probably just Velcro it around the battery, possibly, or see if if he wants to hang it the other way. Kind of like the way it is designed, it just wasn't working out. It didn't quite have enough room to put that in there that way. But yeah, 1500 watt rear hub kit. Got it converted over there. I'm going to throw the front mud guard on there for him as well. We're good to go. Flip this. Got the battery switch. There's your power button here. Oh, I thought that was loose. It's good to go. That's cool. It shows you the power as you're going. No way I can really lean it up and show that, probably. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, cool. Man, those are not the greatest. But it's a, $180 kit. Worked out pretty good for him. Right, Inspector? Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully that helps you guys out that maybe have one of these bikes that have gone bad. Go ahead and get yourself a different kit off of Amazon, especially like the e-Bikeling kits, like the $400 or $500 ones. If you want to go to a Bafang mid-drive, these bikes are great for that. I've had the Bafang on the middle of that, so it was dual-wheel drive. So all kinds of fun stuff. Stock, though, we just found out that these are very, very poor quality. The rear hub and these controllers. What is this? Oh, he's only at 18 amp. That one's 35 amp. So you see the graveyard of hub motors. Just got to get rid of all that junk. A lot of this stuff was stored in the garage. I'm trying to fix my garage roof. So, long story short, I shoved everything outside. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you aren't already. Have a great day. See you later. Peace. Here it is with the front fender on it real quick. Nothing too special, but if he wants to take it off, he can take it off. Pretty good. I charged him $200 for everything labor-wise. That's helping him out, pick out the kit, sending him the link, fixing, you know, I had to fix the derailleur on the back wheel to get everything lined, a lot of wiring, there's 8 hours of work total. I do 25 an hour, very reasonable, I feel like. Some people might not, but he brought me a non-working e-bike. He's leaving here with a working e-bike for like $380 total. That's my labor and the new parts. And I didn't waste time diagnosing like, oh, let's order a new controller and see if it's that. And then get the new controller. He's got to pay me the hour of labor for diagnosis and switching stuff out. And then that controller, the hub motor, is going to go bad again. These things are very cheap. I wish these manufacturers would build them a little better, but I'd be out of a job or a hobby. I don't do this full-time quite yet. Hopefully by next year, I can do a lot more people are getting electric dirt bikes. I've been working on motorcycles and power sports stuff for the last few years. Hopefully I don't have to keep that full-time job next year. Wish me luck. Hit that subscribe button too. That could help out.